Warning: this program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Look out below! I'm letting go! Look out below! I'm falling completely! I lost control! I let it go! Now I can see so clearly around me for everything I need. Look out below!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another edition of Extreme CAW Wrestling. I am, of course, your host, Mick McMichaels, and we are here live for episode 6. The date is Sunday, February 7th, and I am so glad you could be here to join us on the YouTube airwaves. I say it all the time, ladies and gentlemen, but what a night we have in store for us. What a main event we have in store for us. Tyrant is cashing in his rematch clause against none other than the ECW champion and newest member of the DOA Colossus in none other than a steel cage match. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see above the ring right there, that is 20 feet of raw steel cage, and those two men will battle it out in our main event for the ECW title. And also to come later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a tag team match between the other members of the DOA against the Misfits, the two men they viciously assaulted last week on episode 5 of Extreme CAW Wrestling. So much more to come on top of those incredible matches. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to announce our next CPV right here on episode 6 tonight. And of course, that is to come as well. But here we have, to kick off the night, Abraham Little going up against singles action against Yoshiharu Katari. Now let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that with the mention of the CPV later tonight, this singles match is not just a regular singles match. Now I'm going to try not to spoil too much for you without saying the name of our CPV. This match right here is actually a qualifying match for a Money in the Bank competition that will go down at the CPV to be announced later tonight. Now this is going to be a 6-man Battle Royal Money in the Bank match. And what an opportunity that is for any superstar competing for that shot. Now there will be 6 qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank match, 2 of which will happen tonight, 1 of which will happen right now with Yoshiharu Katari and Abraham Little. Now the winner of this match will qualify to be in that match, and of course the winner of that 6-man Battle Royal Money in the Bank match at the CPV will have an anytime, anywhere clause for the ECW title. Now if that isn't a great opportunity for both of these superstars, I don't know what is. And of course you can see Abraham Little, a brand new superstar in ECW. What an opportunity that would be for him. You know what I mean? Like, unbelievable opportunity for such a young superstar, young, new, and talented superstar, may I add, in the ECW. And that's not to take anything away from Yoshi K, I would say a veteran in Extreme CAW Wrestling, an ex-hardcore champion. Both superstars will truly be battling it out for our opening match tonight. And of course, you look at the gravity of the situation when it comes to Money in the Bank matches, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you recall, but the last Money in the Bank competition we had, the winner of that match was none other than the man who returned on episode 5, and his name is Eric Samoy. And we all know what happened that night when he won the Money in the Bank competition. Of course, he cashed it in later that night at Great American Bash, when he ended up winning the ECW championship and holding on to it for quite a bit of time. So without further ado, our first qualifying match for the Money in the Bank competition is right here, right now, and it is Abraham Little versus Yoshiharu Kataria. And look at this, a sunset flip already. Quick kick out there by Yoshi K. Two extremely athletic superstars, but I gotta go back to Abraham Little. This guy has been in ECW for only 6 episodes now, I guess, and what an impact he has made. An athletic, talented, and just look at this, just jumping around the ring with a flying elbow right there to Yoshi K. Just an incredible force and quite a name he's already made for himself in Extreme CAW Wrestling. And look at this, shouldering Yoshi K right out to the Spanish announce team's table. Oh, and look at this, a flying crossbody to the outside. Abraham Little sparing no expense when it comes to putting his own body on the line. And now smashing Yoshi K, the ex-hardcore champion, head right off the table, but now Yoshi K reversing and getting awfully close to that table, and look at this! Oh! Wow, it hasn't even been 10 minutes, and the Spanish announce team has already lost their table. And Yoshi K getting the tables turned on him, no pun intended, but getting the tables turned on him in hardcore action here by getting put through that table. So the match continues on, both superstars in the ring, and how about that to kick off our night? Not even 10 minutes, and we are good to go. Wow. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, the Misfits going up against the DOA, in tag team action after a vicious assault seemingly out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Look at that arm drag by Abraham Little. Seemingly for no apparent reason, besides the fact that we saw Torque Michaels approach Ava Dawn last episode, asking her if she needed help from the DOA, offering their assistance. It's a little weird, but I don't know what else to say about that. We got a 2 count. Oh, almost a 3 count there by Abraham Little, very close, and still applying the pressure to Yoshi K. Oh, but wait a second. Yoshi setting up for that deadly buzzsaw. And here it comes. And there it is. A kick to the side of the head. And this could be all she wrote. Yoshi K could be our first entrant into the match. But not quite. Abraham Little somehow, someway kicking out. And the match continues. Dragon screw there by Abraham Little. Recovering quite quickly from that kick to the head. We have seen that kick do some severe damage in past matches with Yoshi K. Yoshi K, of course, capitalizing, using those deadly feet combos to his advantage. Now a reversal here. Oh, look at that. Jamming the top of his head and a moonsault onto Abraham Little, now applying the pressure. Now the winner of this match, as I said, will be the first entrant into the Money in the Bank competition. Oh, but wait a second, a 450 splash out of nowhere, and Abraham Little may have just won this. Yes, he did. Holy moly, that move seemingly coming out of nowhere every time. But Abraham Little is your first entrant into the Money in the Bank competition. Holy moly. I did not see that coming. Such a quick, athletic superstar Abraham Little is, and once again winning his second match in a row, coming off a victory against Devin Foolhardy last episode. Wow, what an opportunity for this young superstar. And ladies and gentlemen, I said it during his debut, but Abraham Little is going to go on to do some big things in the ECW. Mark my words. What an incredible force we are seeing here, and truly a superstar to be reckoned with. Wow, so there you go. The very first entrant in the Money in the Bank competition at our CPV, which will be announced tonight. I will be able to give it a name eventually, but until then, you're just going to have to hang on. But of course, speaking of up-and-coming superstars, ladies and gentlemen, over the past couple weeks, we have opened the floodgates for... Oh, hold on a second. It's the two Stooges here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Torque Michaels with some confidence in their match tonight. I wouldn't be so confident about that, Torque. You're facing ex-tag team champions in the Misfits. As you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, Torque Michaels just made a bold statement on behalf of the DOA, saying that if they lose their match against the Misfits, they will personally ban themselves from ringside in the main event with Colossus versus Tyrant. Now, I mean, unless you're climbing the steel cage to get in, I don't know how much interference can be involved, but hey, I'll take what I can get to see a fair match for our main event. So, there you have it. Of course, that match is to come later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But as I was saying before the interview with the DOA, we have finally opened the floodgates for CAW submissions for the D-League, and we would love nothing more than for you, the fans, to participate as much as possible in this and submit your CAWs. Now, we're only keeping the gates open for a few more days, so please, if you haven't already, and you want to get your superstar in, please do so on the forums. And of course, the link to the forums and all the information you need for CAW submissions can all be found on there. That link is in the description of this video. And trust me, guys, this is not an opportunity you want to miss out on. When you look at guys like Abraham Little making a name for themselves so quickly and climbing the ranks seemingly so fast in Extreme CAW Wrestling, it really makes you think that that could be your superstar coming right out of the D-League. Of course, the D-League being the development league for ECW. And another episode is going to come out of that very soon. Now, what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a lady that returned with her boyfriend, of course, Eric Samoy, last episode on episode 5, and that, of course, is Kimberly Page. She's going to be going up against Ava Dawn in one-on-one action. Of course, Kimberly interfered in the match last week with Ava Dawn going up against Dixie for the women's title. Of course, Kimberly Page costed her the title in that match. So Ava Dawn, of course, looking for redemption, and I'm just being told, hold on, yes, this is a number 1 contender match. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen, Kimberly Page versus Ava Dawn. Oh my God, that makes my nuts hurt. Wow. A number 1 contenders match for the women's title at the CPV to be announced tonight. So the winner of this match will face Dixie for the women's title. Of course, Kimberly Page, being an ex-women's champion, holding that championship for an excruciatingly long time. But now she has a chance to get her baby back, and it all starts here for Kimberly Page. So here we go. Ava Dawn versus Kimberly Page. Of course, Kimberly Page, along with Eric Samoy, taken out of action for quite a period of time on behalf of the DOA. Viciously assaulted by the DOA when they were just coming into the ECW to start their tyranny, I should say. Get out of the way, ref. So here you go. Of course, Ava Dawn having a shot at the title last episode and just falling short, almost winning, as a matter of fact. And oh, wow, what a power slam. Don't sell her short in this match, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, the Misfits being attacked in the back with Dixie in the ring, it really makes you think if Ava Dawn did take that offer by Torque Michaels that she was given last episode, it really makes you think would Ava Dawn stoop to that level as to seek help from the DOA themselves? I really hope not, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, but I'd like to think Ava Dawn is better than that. But regardless, the match did not go the way she wanted it to, and we got a pin here, but a rope break. Ava Dawn just getting her hand on the bottom rope. Now into the ropes, and there's an STO, much like her hubby, Eric Samoid. Kimberly Page now, a very dominant female superstar in ECW. And of course, last week, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Mark Brandle, Devin Foolhardy saga continue. Look at that move there. Wow. And Mark Brandle, I wouldn't say interfering in Devin Foolhardy's match, but certainly costing him the victory against Abraham Little last week. And Mark Brandle, of course, going up in singles action tonight in our second Money in the Bank qualifier. Oh my God, again! I don't even know what to call that move, but it is quite something. Mark Brandle will have a shot at qualifying for the Money in the Bank competition. We already have one entrant, and of course that man is Abraham Little, as we saw minutes ago. Still so much more to come, ladies and gentlemen. At that tag team match, Misfits versus DOA. We of course have the main event steel cage match. We have another tag team match. We got a pin here, another tag team match. None other than our tag team champions, Chi-Town Slide, going up against the newest tag team in ECW, the Hannity Brothers. So much to come. Oh, and disrespect there. Pure disrespect from Ava Dawn, slapping Kimberly Page. And Kimberly returning the favor with a punch. These women, no love lost between the two here. A very even battle here between Kimberly Page and Ava Dawn. And we got another pin here. Kimberly Page, oh, almost a 3 count. Getting closer every single time she pins Ava Dawn. Oh, look at that clothesline, taking Kimberly right down in the corner. What have we got here? A Russian leg sweep, a huge one at that, by Kimberly Page, and yet another pin. Is this one going to lock it up? And oh my God, inches from Kimberly Page getting the #1 contendership, and it looks like she's setting up for something here. What has she got? Oh, and there it is, the Kim kick. The Kim kick by Kimberly Page. Absolute devastating move, and this is going to put it to rest, but she is not done with Ava Dawn just yet. What is she doing? What is she doing? Taking Ava Dawn out, seemingly convinced that that is not enough, and now an assault on the outside, and these two ladies, oh, a Hurricanrana on the ramp. This is getting hardcore here. Well, keep in mind, oh, wait a second. The split slam by Ava Dawn. That, of course, her special move. We saw that last episode against Dixie. Right onto the concrete. Very little padding out there. And these two chicks. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Both female superstars now on the outside of the ring, and another Hurricanrana there by Ava Dawn. And now she's running back to the ring. She could get a count-out victory here. Is she going to get a count-out? Oh, but Kimberly Page not settling for that. Is she going to get back into the ring in time? We're at a 9 count. A 9 count here. Oh, and she just gets in the nick of time. The match continues. Wow. What a victory that would have been. And now Kimberly again throwing Ava Dawn out on the outside of the ring, and the match continues on the other side of the ring now. And what does Kimberly Page have in mind here? Just trying to whittle down the defenses of Ava Dawn as if they are not already. Wow. What a battle here between these two women here for the #1 contendership. And a Russian leg sweep on the outside by Kimberly Page. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, did Ava Dawn hit the stairs there? I think she may have. We're at a 7 or 8 count at least here. These ladies have got to get back into the ring. They're going to get counted out if they're not careful. Hello? You got to get back into the ring here. Kimberly not paying attention to the referee at all. And there's going to be a 10 count here. And they just got counted out. What the hell? A draw. A draw. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's a double count out there, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just getting word in my headphones that this might become a triple threat match at the CPV for the women's title. Now, I can confirm that for you later. Hold on. I will confirm that for you later, ladies and gentlemen, but it looks like that with that double count out, of course, there's no clear winner here for the number 1 contendership for the women's title. But that could spell a little bit of trouble for Dixie, having to face more than what she bargained for. But I will confirm that for you later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, more to come on that story. Wow, a double count out. I was not expecting that, to say the least. Wow. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the newest tag team in ECW getting ready for the biggest match, arguably, of their careers tonight against the Chi-Town Slide, the tag team champ. Oh, and there they are right there. Of course, Chi-Town Slide beating the Misfits for the titles at Night of Champions. Oh, wow. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Chi-Town Slide making a bold statement to the Hannity brothers. Of course, this is their first time in competition tonight. And that is going to be for the tag team titles. What a victory that would be for the Hannity brothers to pull an upset victory against the Chi-Town Slide and win the tag team titles. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't hold it in any longer. I just got to get it out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to announce ECW's second CPV since returning from, of course, our long hiatus. Night of Champions was truly a night to remember, and we have yet another CPV coming, and only 2 more episodes after this. Time flies when you're having fun, am I right? But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to personally be the first one to announce ECW's next CPV. No Way Out. Ladies and gentlemen, No Way Out will be ECW's second CPV, and I can personally tell you I am so excited for it. If it's anything like Night of Champions was for us, what a night that is going to be. And now, I can finally get the weight off my shoulders. The Money in the Bank match will exist at No Way Out, and wait a second. Yep, it is confirmed that this will be a triple threat match for the women's title at No Way Out. So look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Dixie versus Kimberly Page versus Ava Dawn for the women's title. Excuse me. Getting the burps. I'm so excited. Is that possible? You get the burps? Anyways, so that's our first match, the triple threat. Of course, the 6-man battle royal for the Money in the Bank competition. Also to be decided over the next couple weeks and episodes of ECW to determine who will be joining Abraham Little in that Money in the Bank competition. And I can't state how big of an opportunity that is for any superstar that has the chance at entering the Money in the Bank competition. Of course, it will be a battle royal, so that means it'll be the last man standing out of the 6 superstars. No easy feat, let me remind you. And what a match that'll be. But here we have, of course, the man Melvin Moon losing his first match against none other than Mark Brandle. Last episode, on episode 5, Melvin Moon going undefeated with that vicious super kick, of course, coming out of nowhere, but of course losing his first match to a very angry Mark Brandle, coming off a loss at Night of Champions. And he has his hands full tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the man who returned last episode, Eric Samoid. Now, we saw Eric go up against one-on-one against Torque Michaels last episode, and the stipulation in that match was if Eric won that match, he has an option to challenge Torque Michaels whenever he wants for the YouTube title. Now, Eric hasn't specified, he hasn't made any comments about when exactly he wants to make that match happen. But until then, Eric Samoid has a coin in his pocket that he can use whenever he wants. And trust me, as I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Eric Samoid is very good at doing that. Of course, capitalizing on his Money in the Bank contract went back when he won it at Great American Bash to win the ECW title. Eric Samoid, arguably the master of capitalizing on situations, and that he did last week against Torque Michaels, winning that match and gaining the opportunity to challenge him for the YouTube title when he wants. Now, can he capitalize against Melvin Moon in singles action here tonight? Two very, very athletic superstars going at it here. Of course, Melvin Moon has never faced Eric Samoid before. Melvin Moon being one of the newer superstars, and again, making a huge name for himself in ECW. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am. The CAW submissions that have been coming in on the forums, ladies and gentlemen, have been absolutely astonishing. The amount of CAWs we have received has been amazing, to say the least. And some of the work you guys have put in, needless to say, is awesome. Just awesome. So thank you for participating. We figure, this is a great opportunity to get you, the fans, involved in what we do. And what a better way than to get CAW submissions into the D-League and have a chance at your superstar being the next big thing in ECW. What an opportunity that would be. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is still time, very little time, but there is still time to get your CAW submission in. Of course, after this episode has aired, there will only be a few more days until we have closed down the floodgates, and we will begin contacting people for their CAWs. If your CAW is chosen, we will begin contacting you shortly after we have chosen the select superstars that we want to be on D-League, and we'll go from there. We will contact you, We will be contacting you directly on the forum, so keep an eye out for that if you have submitted a CAW already. So both of these superstars now on the outside of the ring, Melvin Moon and Eric Samoid, right by the Spanish announce team's table, who has been was put together over the break, and they now have a table that's, I guess it's okay. It's not going to stay together for the rest of the night if somebody sneezes on it, but, it'll do for now. It's decent. So, the night goes on, is what I'm trying to say. The night goes on. So, Melvin Moon in control here, but not for long. Eric Samoid with a huge back body drop. And only his second episode back in action, Eric Samoid got his hands full. Can't lie, got his hands full with Melvin Moon. Don't sell the guy short. And look at this. A suplex catapulting Melvin Moon off the ropes. There's Eric Samoid, and now going up to the top ropes. A high-risk maneuver here Waiting for Melvin Moon to get up, and a axe handle down to Melvin Moon's skull. And just a 1 count. Eric Samoid now taking control of this match. Here comes another pin, a 2 count now. Getting a little bit closer. And take a little bit more than that. And here we have an octopus stretch. And he's going to make him tap. Melvin Moon in quite the predicament here. Oh, not looking good. That just makes your spine tingle. And not in a good way. Oh, and there's that STO that we know by Eric Samoid. Turning the tides once again on Melvin Moon. Wow. And as you know, that super kick by Melvin Moon seemingly comes out of nowhere. Eric Samoid going to have to keep an eye out for that, of course, in this match. We got an armbar here. It seems like Eric Samoid working on the submission game against Melvin Moon. Oh, look at that. A body splash to the back of Melvin Moon. Cannot feel comfortable. And now tossed into the ropes, and once again a drop kick taking Melvin Moon down to the mat. And here we go, another pin. Is this going to do it for Eric Samoid? Oh my God! Millimeters from a victory there by Eric Samoid, his second victory in as many weeks. And now a back body drop there by Eric Samoid. In complete control of this match now. Now Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and here we go. A few punches. Oh, no, Melvin Moon not having it. And another back body drop by Eric Samoid, just reversing everything Melvin Moon throws at him. And is this going to do it? Nope. 2 count once again. Now you gotta wonder, as I mentioned earlier, when will Eric Samoid try and capitalize on that YouTube title match? Now, keep in mind, this is not an opportunity for oh, wait a second! Oh, Melvin Moon! Melvin Moon with the super kick coming out of nowhere. Oh, and Eric Samoid, luckily, very luckily, just getting his hands on the ropes there. Melvin Moon should have pulled him away from the ropes before doing that. Oh, and Eric Samoid just missing the knee drop, and the match continues. Oh, but wait, the SKO! But Melvin Moon reverses it. Look at that. Oh, but the SKO again, and Eric Samoid this time lands it. Melvin Moon didn't see it coming, and we got a pin here. 2-3. Eric Samoid just won this match. Holy moly. I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Woo! I need to catch my breath on that. What the hell just happened in the last minute of that match? Wow! Woo! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just need to catch my breath here. But the way that unfolded, Eric Samoid jumped from the top ropes. Melvin Moon's super kick out of nowhere, as I warned before. Look at this. Reversing the SKO, but Eric Samoid getting right back up and giving him the SKO. Both moves by these superstars absolutely come out of nowhere, and they strike like a vicious snake in the grass. And wow, what a match that was. Now it makes it, had Melvin Moon pulled Eric Samoid away from the ropes there, and Eric Samoid not have grabbed the ropes, would he have won this match? Wow, what a victory there for Eric Samoid. A very close competition between those two superstars, and incredible it was. Wow, Eric Samoid going in with some momentum. And what is this? That's, oh God, not this idiot. And of course, Prototype. Man who was in some trouble with his tag partner last episode. What? Prototype of all people. Wow, so look at that. Prototype trying to seek out the help of the DOA. Absolute desperation, it would seem. And a little concerned, Prototype, it would seem, after a little bit of a disagreement from the faction. Of course, as you recall on episode 5, after their match with these men right here, the Hannity brothers, the faction lost their 3rd match in a row. Now, after that match, we saw Wesley Underhook and Prototype go toe-to-toe, and Prototype took a swing at Wesley Underhook. Wesley Underhook, of course, turning the tables on him in that, and those two brawled it out. Now, obviously, from Prototype seeking out the help of the DOA, of all people, Prototype seems to be under the impression that Wesley Underhook is on the hunt for him, and there's some unfinished business still to be taken care of from Wesley Underhook. Wow, so an interesting turn of events. Of course, Donald Sinclair turning him down there. Wow, what is going on in Extreme CAW Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen? What is happening? But here, of course, we have our tag team champions in Chi-Town Slide, challenging the newest tag team coming straight out of the D-League in the Hannity brothers. Of course, the Hannity brothers went up against Poison in D-League, and the winner of that match in a special stipulation, the winner of that match got a contract to play with the big boys, as Tay Williams said earlier tonight. Hannitys have been hanging with the big boys, and hell, they made a name for themselves last episode in beating the faction. Can they win the tag team titles tonight against Chi-Town Slide? So here we have Kenny Hannity going up against Tay Williams to start off this match. This is for the tag team titles. So here we go. Now Kenny, oh come on, Big Smith. Starting with the rough stuff. Ref, get your head out of your ass, buddy. Excuse my French, but that is not allowed. Last time I checked. Tay Williams getting absolutely hammered in the corner there. Now thrown back into the corner. Nope, not going to let him tag his buddy in. Of course, that is Teddy Hannity in the corner of Kenny. Oh, and look at this. Both superstars tagging in their respective partners, and here we go. Teddy coming in. Big Smith, obviously the larger superstar in Chi-Town Slide. Oh, and look at that, a back body drop by Teddy. And what a victory that would be for the Hannity brothers going into No Way Out, possibly as the tag team champions. What a skyrocketing adventure that would be for these two guys to already win the titles, having only been their 2nd episode of ECW in action. But I won't jinx it, and I'll just call this match. Now Big Smith in control, bringing Teddy into the corner in a flying forearm there. Absolutely ruthless. And that's what you got to be tag team champions, or any champion for that matter, in the ECW. Unless, of course, you're in the DOA and you cheat yourself to a victory in Scott Slike or Torque Michaels. That's right, I said it. I'm tired, quite frankly, of censoring myself to appease the DOA. You know, as we saw last week with Tyrant, JWG, and Nanook of the North banding together, that is what we need right now in a time of, quite frankly, a time of toughness for the ECW. We need a time of solidarity with the ECW locker room and myself. So I've decided to not back down with my words, seeing as I am the voice of ECW. I want to make a point in saying that I severely dislike the DOA. There, I said it. They're not going to turn off any broadcast anymore. I feel that after what happened last week with Tyrant JWG and Nanook of the North banding together, the ECW locker room and roster is finally realizing what a problem the DOA is, and hopefully we can get rid of this sickness. And that can all start tonight with the main event, when Tyrant can hopefully defeat Colossus and win the ECW title. What a victory that would be, ladies and gentlemen. And it all starts with the Misfits beating the DOA and banning them from ringside for the main event. Oh my God, what an opportunity. Oh, here we got a camel clutch, and Big Smith not letting Teddy get close to his partner Kenny. And is that going to cost him the match? No, it's not. Look at that. A sit-down powerbomb, Teddy's signature move. And Biggs is down, but wait a second, we got a pin here by Tay. 2, 3, oh, almost retaining the tag team title, but not quite. Now Big Smith and Teddy going at it. Oh, but look at this! Oh, Kenny just missing Big Smith on the outside of the ring there, but not hurting himself, landing on his feet. The match continues. Teddy and Biggs going at it on the outside of the ring, and now look at this. Kenny in the ring. Tay Williams reversing it. What a battle we have here. This might as well be a tornado tag match, excuse me, between the two superstars. Oh, and now finally Kenny getting the tag off. Oh, look at this move. Oh, look at that. An elbow drop coming right down onto Tay, and look at this! A bomb, and is this going to do it? A back body bomb. Oh, and Big Smith just bringing up the pin in time. We could have had new tag team champions there. Now, of course, the devastating finisher move by the Hannitys, in which one of the brothers will sit a superstar up onto the shoulders, and the other will have a flying clothesline from the top ropes to absolutely demolish their opponents. We've seen that twice. Once against the Faction, and of course in their debut match against Poison. Can they do it again here in tag team action for the titles? They are fighting for it, I'll tell you that. Now Teddy almost taking on both Chi-Town Slide members on the outside here. And now Kenny getting in on the action with an STO. Oh, and now Teddy with a face buster. Oh, and wait a sec, setting up for something here. Has he got another sit down? Yes, he does. Sit down power bomb. Oh, but wait a second, Tay Williams reverses it into an arm drag. And that could be costly, as Kenny hasn't seen that yet. An arm drag, this could end it too. Oh, and Kenny just breaking it up into the nick of time. The match continues. Tay Williams being, of course, the shorter, more high fly of the two in Chi-Town Slide. And what has he got going on here? A DDT. Oh, well, oh, come on. Absolute dirty move there by Tay Williams. A DDT onto the outside apron, taking Teddy down, and he could be knocked unconscious now. Dazed and confused, but still fighting on, getting back into the ring. As Tay Williams taunts, not a good idea by the tag team champion. And he desperately needs to get a tag off here. Hasn't been able to tag his partner, Big Smith, in a little while now, and could it come here? And yes, it does. Big Smith, the Dominator, coming in, followed by an elbow drop to back of Teddy. And is this going to do it now? 1, 2, Kenny breaking up the pin. What a match here. Oh, wait a second. Is this the scissors kick? The scissors kick now by Big Smith. The devastating scissors kick, and could this do it? 2! Kenny can't get there in time. Oh, man. An error clearly on Kenny Hannity's part. And that just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, know your opponents. A rookie mistake by the Hannity brothers, and that just costed them, unfortunately, the tag team titles. Oh, man. Oh, man. Of course, the scissors kick, seemingly one of Big Smith's signature moves. And of course, right here, reversing right there, turning the tables into a 3 count. Kenny so close, but not in time, and here you go. Still your tag team champions, Big Smith and Tay Williams, Chi-Town Slide. Oh, wow. What a victory that would have been for the Hannity brothers. But not tonight. Chi-Town Slide coming out with the victory. Darn. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The tag team titles are staying in Chicago, baby. But as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we have so much more to come later tonight. We, of course, have that steel cage match with Tyrant and Colossus. We have the tag team match between the DOA and, of course, the Misfits. If the DOA loses that match, they are banned from ringside in the steel cage match, which means we may very well see a fair competition between Colossus and Tyrant, but I don't want to jump the gun just yet. That is granted if our ex-tag team champions, the Misfits, can pull off a victory against the DOA. Now here we have our second Money in the Bank qualifying match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And of course we know this man. His name is Mark Brandle. And of course he has been feuding with Devin Foolhardy since day one of his debut in ECW, and it seemingly hasn't gone away. Still sour from his loss at Night of Champions. Mark Brandle interfering in Devin Foolhardy's match last week on ECW. Costing... Oh, wait a second! Devin Foolhardy's under the ring. Has he been waiting under there the entire night? Oh my god, Devin Foolhardy. Oh, come on. Viciously assaulting Mark Brandle. And that is not good, ladies and gentlemen. That is not good at all. Oh, and now what's he doing? He's got a steel chair. Oh, come on. Mark Brandle has a match. A qualifying match for the Money in the Bank. Oh, my goodness. And Devin Foolhardy now just annihilating Mr. Brandle with the chair. And now the Foolhardy slam onto the chair. Oh, my God. Devin Foolhardy has done the damage and made his point and made a statement, ladies and gentlemen. And what the hell is going on? Mark Brandle is absolutely demolished on the outside. Oh my god, and here comes his opponent. Are you kidding me? The match is continuing. Mark Brandle slow to get up as his opponent, Papu, of all people, approaches the ring as his Money in the Bank qualifying match competitor. You're telling me Mark Brandle is still going to try and compete? Oh my god, now Mark Brandle has slowly just crept into the ring and regained somewhat of his bearing, I guess, but obviously going into a huge handicap in this match. And of course it doesn't help that he's going up against Papu of all people. Oh man, the Samoan monster coming into the ring with that slow walk to the ring. Look at that menacing Samoan tribal mask he's got on. And of all people, you will not get a drop of sympathy from Papu in this match, but it does look like Mark Brandle is still going to try and compete in this match against Papu, and I don't know how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Foolhardy just hit him over the head with a chair at least 4 times, followed by a Foolhardy slam, and Brandle is still going to try and compete, and in no shape for competing. Look at this. Papu, of course, in control, but Brandle desperately going to try and compete in this match. Oh, but look at this. Look at this. Brandle. Wow. Unbelievable that he's still able to lift Papu. Seconds ago, he was just assaulted with a steel chair. And what a victory this would be. And what a slap in the face, as a matter of fact, for Mark Brandle to win this match and say, hey, foolhardy, you're not crap, buddy. Oh, but wait a second now. Papu taking him down. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow, we haven't seen this in a while. The Samoan spin. The Samoan spin by Papu, one of his old finishing moves. Oh my God, already so quickly into the match, and this is going to end it. Oh my goodness, and Mark Brandle just kicking out. Oh, but not for long. An atomic drop there by Papu to a very injured Mark Brandle. Wow. Mark Brandle had control for a very small amount of time, but seemingly this could be the beginning of the end for Mark Brandle now, and oh my God. The Papu driver, there it is, and Mark Brandle has been knocked unconscious. Yeah, there's no way, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way. 4 hits to the head from a steel chair, a foolhardy slam, a Samoan spin, and a Papu driver, all within the span of 5 minutes. Nobody's kicking out from that. And, oh, come on. And it would seem that foolhardy has returned the favor in terms of screwing each other over. What a back and forth it has been between these two superstars. And I can only imagine that Mark Brandle is going to have a little bit to say about that. Devin Foolhardy costing Mark Brandle a shot at a Money in the Bank competition. But of course, Papu now with that victory, whether it be fair or not, is your second entrant into the Money in the Bank match, going up against Abraham Little and 4 other superstars. But those 4 superstars will come in 2 more qualifying matches on episode 7 and 2 more qualifying matches on episode 8. And quite frankly, I cannot wait for those matches. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, I am sporting my ECW D-League tee underneath my sweater. Of course, another episode of ECW D-League will be coming to the YouTube airwaves soon, so keep an eye out for that. But now, we got our tag team match with none other than the ex-tag team champions, the Misfits, going up against B1 and B2, the 2 Stooges, in Torque Michaels and Scott Slike from the DOA. Being accompanied to the ring by the women's champion, Dixie. And we just found out that earlier tonight, that woman will be facing 2 other women in a triple threat match for the women's title at No Way Out. And what a challenge that's going to be for her. But more importantly, what a challenge this is going to be for the Misfits, having never faced the DOA, not fairly anyways. Of course, they were viciously assaulted last week on episode 5. And here they come now. The Hardcore Champion and the YouTube Champion, of course, sporting their belts that they won oh so fairly. Cue the sarcasm button right now. These 2 knuckleheads have been nothing but trouble for not only myself, but the entire ECW roster as of late. Oh God, Misfits, if you could pull out a victory, now would be the time. Now would be the time to pull out a victory. This is crucial to turning things around in the ECW and hopefully getting a change of face in the titles that are held. Oh, it would be so nice. It would be so nice. Look at the attitude of both of these men. Coming to the ring. Oh, that's disgusting, Torque. Give me a goddamn break. Blowing snot at the friggin' crowd? Get a hold of yourself, man. Oh. Absolutely disgusting. But here we go. Scott Slight going up against Piss from the Misfits to kick off this match. Of course, Dixie at ringside here. And this leads right into our main event to come shortly after this, ladies and gentlemen. A steel cage match, of course. Oh, you could hear that from Iowa. Huge chop to the chest. With those large hands. Almost a 7-footer in Scott Slight. Just a gigantic superstar. The hardcore champion. And here comes a tag to Flair now. Oh, and a huge boot. Taking Flair down to the mat. Now being whipped into the corner into no man's land, and there is another huge boot by Scott Slight. And now a bear hug by the big man. But Flair getting out of it. You gotta wonder if Prototype has been able to hide from his seemingly ex-tag team partner in the back there. I'm sure we would hear of it or at least see something if there was an encounter between him and Wesley Underhook. But I'm assuming that story is going to develop further, either as the night goes on or as the next few episodes go on, leading up to our newest CPV. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is No Way Out. Very excited about that. And in the coming episodes, we will unravel the many matches we will have on that very monumental night. But, of course, we got much more of that, including the D-League, including your superstars. So seemingly the DOA in control of this match, but not for long as Flair comes flying out of that turnbuckle there with a clothesline to Scott Slight, turning the tables. Oh, and look at this. Look at this, holding him up in the air. And slaying him down to the... Oh, come on! Torque getting involved. The referee's got his back turned, focused on Piss, who just entered the ring, trying to get the ref's attention, saying, "Hey, meat! Do you see what's going on here?" Oh, look at this. Scott Slight in the corner. Oh, and a DDT there by Flair. A DDT by Flair. And we've seen that move before. That's put superstars out of their misery. Oh, and a kick out by Scott Slight just in the nick of time. Misfits win that, and the DOA is banned from ringside. 2, oh, and I don't know if that was broken up or Scott kicked out. Regardless, the match goes on. You gotta wonder how the DOA would even go about interfering in a cage match, but I wouldn't put him past him to climb that cage and enter the ring, make it a 3-on-1 with Colossus in there, with Tyrant. 2, it's Torque again breaking up the pin. Both superstars now double teaming Piss. There's no such thing as fair rules when it comes to the DOA. Now Scott tagging in Torque. Oh, and just throwing like a rag doll into the corner there. And Piss going for the tag to Flair, but Torque not letting him have it. The YouTube champion, as much as I hate to say it, is a very athletic specimen. And very powerful force in the ring, as you can see there. Flying elbow right there to Piss in the corner. Now with a kick to the back. Oh my goodness, you can hear that from Wisconsin. Oh, and a knee drop there. Face buster. Oh, and look at that. Scott Slight pulling the ropes down. Dixie trying to get involved, but there's only so much she can do against these two men here. And look at this. Piss getting double teamed now, but able to take the two superstars on almost. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, wait a second. No! Oh, that face buster there. That devastating face buster by Torque Michaels. And just continuing the assault on the outside while Torque looks at Flair and tells him to stay back. Well, his partner is brutally assaulted by Scott Slight, not the legal man, may I add, on the outside of the ring, and Torque now going after Flair. Wow, and now we got a pin here in the center of the ring. Is this going to do it? Oh, but look at this. Dixie getting involved. Distracting the referee. That could have been a 3 count there. After the special move there by Torque. The facebuster knee. The leg facebuster of sorts. And now we got an octopus stretch. Flair not having any of it. Dixie, good for her. Taking matters into her own hands. Quite frankly, could have saved the match there. The DOA winning. And now we got another tag here. Flair coming back in with a full head of energy. Against Torque. Drop kick to the back. Look at that. Now running into him, but Torque coming at him with a clothesline. Hell. Now Torque going for the tag, but Flair not having it. Flair's got to get out of no man's land there. And now what's he setting up for him? Oh, a huge suplex there. Good form. Good move there by Flair. Now into the ropes goes Torque. Oh, and there's another facebuster there by Torque Michaels. And now throwing Flair into the corner once again. This time getting the tag to Scott Slike. And once again now throwing Flair this time into that corner like a small child on a swing set. Oh, and a huge back body drop there by Scott Slike. Taunting to the crowd that really hates him. But wait a second now. Flair gets the tag off on Piss. Here comes Piss now with a clothesline. Oh, but Scott reverses it. Oh, god damn it. There's that clothesline. The vicious clothesline. Oh, wait a second. What is this? There's Colossus, the ECW champion in the back. What is he talking about there? Oh, whoa, whoa! 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 Did I just see that right? Ladies and gentlemen, a monster truck just drove over Donald Sinclair's car. And in the ring, we now have Piss. Oh my god! The Misfits have just won! The Misfits have just won as per the distraction in the back with that monster truck running over Donald Sinclair's car. Holy moly! This is amazing! That means the DOA is banned from ringside, and they have no chance. If they live up to their word, Colossus is all on his own. Did you just see what I saw? Or have I been commentating for too long? A monster truck just drove over Donald Sinclair's personal car. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to catch my breath here. Who the hell was driving that monster truck, first of all? But regardless of the fact that what just happened in the back provided enough of a distraction of Scott Slike to, of course, watch the Titantron and be distracted enough for Piss to capitalize on the pin there, and the Misfits won that match. Wow, this night just got a hell of a lot better, and the main event just got a hell of a lot more interesting. Now, we may have a fair match. Holy moly. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat we are in for in the main event. I am excited. Tyrant. And here he comes now, ladies and gentlemen. The main event is upon us. And listen to the fans. They are going nuts, knowing what an opportunity Tyrant now has with the DOA banned from ringside. We could be looking at a new champion tonight. Oh, man. This is good. This is good. This is good. Oh, boy. So here he comes, cashing in on his rematch clause against Colossus. This is huge. This is absolutely huge for Tyrant. Look at the look of determination in that man's eyes, knowing what just happened and what opportunity he has here to become an ECW champion once again. Can Tyrant be crowned ECW champion right here tonight on episode 6? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a monumental night so far. We have named our next CPV in No Way Out. We have listed a couple matches already and plenty more to come in the Money in the Bank competition that will occur on that very monumental night. a triple threat match for the women's title with Kimberly Page, Ava Dawn, and of course Dixie. And here he comes now, ladies and gentlemen, the ECW champion, Colossus. Colossus, look at that face. Not happy about the current situation he is in. Going up against Tyrant in 20 feet of steel surrounding the ring with nobody to back him up but himself. It's going to come down to whether he can put the money where his mouth is and defend his title against Tyrant, a rematch of Night of Champions. What an opportunity we have here for Tyrant, and what a dilemma we have our ECW champion Colossus in, almost getting run over by a monster truck seconds ago. His adrenaline must be pumping. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. 20 feet of solid steel. Both of these superstars will be surrounded by this monstrous piece of machinery. Steel cage match for the ECW title, and it is happening right now on episode 6. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I am excited. I hope you are too. So here we go. Tyrant, Colossus, Extreme CAW Wrestling Championship. And Tyrant immediately throwing and using that cage to his advantage, throwing Colossus right into it, face first. And now Colossus with a huge belly-to-belly suplex. Tyrant down to the mat. Down but not out. Certainly it's going to take a lot for these superstars. Now the stipulation of this match, ladies and gentlemen, is of course whoever can escape the cage will be the winner of the match. You have to take down your superstar or damage them enough to the point where, look at this, a power bomb into the corner. The power on Tyrant is just unbelievable. Lifting the 7+ footer up on his shoulders just like that. And those kind of moves will get you to win a steel cage match, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you need to damage your opponent to the point of where they can't get up, or at least stop you from escaping the cage, either through the door, as you can see right there in the corner, or over the top. And here goes Tyrant now. Oh my goodness, he is crawling to the door already after that huge suplex there. And Colossus is on his hands and knees, crawling towards him, but he's got Tyrant. It's going to take more than that to take down the 7-footer. And here we go, a pump-handled slam there by Colossus. Tyrant almost escaping through the door there. Oh, and a gut buster by Colossus. What a way Colossus has come. But of course, not doing it fairly in the DOA way. Using Torque Michaels and Scott Slike, assaulting Tyrant at the Night of Champions. Oh, but wait a second. Colossus is already trying to escape here, and Tyrant saying, "Not tonight, buddy. Not tonight, Chief." Now Tyrant throwing Colossus into the ropes. Look at that move there. Holy moly, the power on Tyrant, I can't stress enough, ladies and gentlemen. This man is something else. A pioneer of ECW, and just seemingly gets stronger every match we see him in. Absolutely unbelievable. And now a belly-to-belly, just lifting Colossus like it's nothing. And now climbing up to the top ropes. High-risk maneuver here and a flying clothesline. Knocking Colossus right on his ass. And now Tyrant going up. Can he escape Colossus? Colossus, of course, with a height advantage. Barely needs to jump to reach the top of that cage, it would seem. Oh, look at this. Pulling Tyrant away from the cage. Now, is this going to do it? Colossus climbing the cage now. Can he get away from Tyrant? No, he cannot. Tyrant pulling him down. Now another high-risk maneuver. Look at that elbow drop by Tyrant. Beautifully performed. And who is going to come out on top? Who is going to damage their superstar enough to the point where they can escape the cage and either become the new ECW champion or retain the title? And I sure hope it isn't the latter, personally, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and a powerbomb there by Tyrant, and Tyrant signaling for the end, it would seem. Huge back body drop there by Tyrant. Colossus is in a little bit of trouble here now. Oh, and a kick to the gut. Colossus almost in a little bit of trouble there. Seemingly turning it around. What a back and forth competition this match has been. What a main event this has been. What a night this has been. These two superstars battling it out for supremacy of Extreme CAW Wrestling. Nothing bigger, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, nothing bigger than this. Oh, and a fall-away slam there by Colossus. And that could put Tyrant away. Oh, but he's not going to let it go. Tyrant getting right back up. Colossus now going for a ride right into the cage. And now Tyrant signaling for something. Slamming Colossus's head onto the mat. Just trying to keep him down for long enough so he can escape the cage and become ECW's new champion. So here we go. Colossus now trying to choke Tyrant out. Can't lie, that's actually not a bad strategy. If you can render your opponent unconscious, you can win this match no problem. And Colossus now, is he out of Tyrant's reach? No, he is not. Tyrant pulling Colossus right back in. Oh, and right back down he goes. And Colossus now just trying to get out of this match. I think he realizes what kind of predicament he's in facing Tyrant. And Tyrant once again pulling him down to the mat. Oh, wait. Whoa. The lights just went off. Oh, whoa. What the? God damn it. No. Why the hell is Brent in here? What the hell is Brent doing here? He should not be helping the DOA first and foremost. Oh, come on. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Colossus is gonna win this match because of Brent. Brent, put your ego aside for a second and leave Tyrant out of this and realize what you're doing. God damn it. Absolute horseshit. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the language, but this is stupid. Absolutely stupid. The DOA gets banned from ringside, loses to the Misfits. And who gets themselves involved in this match for whatever reason? Brent does. For what? For what? Because you've had beef with Tyrant in the past? Come on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Colossus is still your ECW champion, and as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a happy camper. Why would Brent get involved in this match? Of all people, why would Brent care for Colossus winning the title? Put your beef aside, Brent, and think for a second about what you're doing here. Absolutely unbelievable. And now the cage is being lifted up for some reason, and Brent hasn't left the ring, but Colossus is getting... Oh, come on. Leave it alone, Brent. Leave it alone. Viciously assaulting Tyrant now, and now he's taking him down, taking him out of the ring and down the ramp. And Brent is taking him backstage. Come on. Come on. So viciously assaulting Tyrant and obviously not done with him, but Colossus now getting back into the ring and has something to say. Oh my God. When is this going to end? Oh, shut it, Colossus. We're so tired of hearing your voice. I'm tired. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for the language. I am just so fed up with this. Honestly. So fed up with the DOA. I really hope that somebody can finally defeat the DOA, at least in some point or another. My goodness. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa, what is it? Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus! Oh my god! Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, my prayers have been answered. Is that what I think it is? Is that who I think it is? Holy shit! Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen! There's a stare down in the ring, and I don't know if I'm dreaming or not. I don't know if I just saw what I saw. Holy shit! Oh my god!